in this video we are going to be analysing DWAC. So to get straight into it, on Friday it did close up over 7% on the day. Obviously that is a lot, well, and we're kind of seeing the stock be a lot more volatile now. And again, I think this is just due to a lot of, you're seeing Elon Musk unbanning Twitter. He did a poll on it, I believe, yesterday. And kind of just release statement saying he will unban Trump. So again, I think a lot of these is more just Trump's names going around. Obviously, that has a lot of stuff to do with DWAC. So I think that's really the main movement. So to find our key technical levels, what are we paying attention to? So for this, we will use a 6-month and a 1-year chart. And we can see our closest resistance as of now is at $26. So this is our first deviation on the 6-month chart. Now this is key for kind of two main reasons. Not only is it obviously our first deviation, so again, you'll struggle to break through this kind of price, but at the same time, you can see we've tested it, failed, tested it, failed, tested it, failed, kind of retested it here again, failed. So it's really just showing that this 26 level zone is just acting very strong. And again, use it more as a zone, because you can see they keep coming up to around this $31 high. So again, look at this more as a zone, but this has been a struggle really for the stock in the recent past. So do be watching out for this, because again, if we start pushing up, this again is going to be a big range. But look out for big stops. If we break kind of $32, this stock could pop, just because there's going to be a lot of stocks now at that high. People will be getting in, they're going to think this is a double top, maybe shorting it through that, or again, just giving them bearish signals. So they may be short, and if so, if it hits those stops and we start breaking out, 35.70 will kind of be that close target that we can use. Again, it will be quite an easy area to lock in profits too, because more than likely it will move to there. But if we can break that, $42 would be that next target, breaking all the way down or up to $57/58. Now this is going to be a key level. If we can push this high, this is where I would flip very bearish. Reason for that is you got your third deviation on the 6-month, your second deviation on the 1 year. And again, there's nowhere near as much hype as it was when it was, back at $100, which is when this level was kind of more of a important level. So coming back to this level, if we did, again, I think it would be more of a temporary move. We would come here, and again, it would be something I would look to probably short quite heavy. But if we do break that though, for any reason, again, better to be prepared than underprepared. Our next target would be $75 going on to $79.25, and a final level at 101. Now, onto the supports. What would we be paying attention to from the support side? So quickly want to note, obviously we have a gap location, and quite an obvious one at $17.50. So if we start to pull back, look for this gap to fill. And again, what happens when gaps fill? A lot of the times they will fill that gap, and then you may continue in the trend it gapped originally. So watch out for this. This could be a good long bias area, and if you're holding currently short, again, this is an area where we would look at to a minimum move our stop, but again, definitely be looking in profits probably to this level, because again, it wouldn't be unlikely to see a bounce and maybe a trend to the upside. Now, if we break that, we have further levels at $14.25 going on to $10.25. And really, if we break through there, we have no more statistical deviation levels. You can see these turn negative, and obviously we cannot trade a stock into the negative. So if you break $10.50, what are you going to be looking at as levels? And really, it's going to be the key psychological levels. You could use that $10.50 or $10.20 as more of a zone. If it hits $10.20 to around $10, again, you've got the key psychological level, and $10 is going to be a very strong support in general, because it's going to just be hard to break. You're going to see a lot of buying pressure come in. I mean, if you're watching level 2, you'll probably see it intraday. If you push down that low, you'll probably see a lot of buyers on the bid. Now, that is obviously the key thing. If we did break this, again, it'd probably be a bit more risky to trade going through this level, but if you were trying to force trades or you really just look for trades, just be looking at the key psychological level. So obviously that's going to be the whole $1, $9, $8, and so on. But you can also got the even stronger psychological levels, which are going to be kind of the 250. So by that I mean $2.50, $5, and $7.50. They will also all act as big support levels. Anyway, that isn't the main breakdown on DWAC. Again, these are technical levels. If you see big fundamental news comes out, obviously look how the fundamentals move. If you know how to trade with the fundamentals, then do so. But otherwise, wait for the stock to start to come down. And what do you mean by that? Well, I mean, you can start to see really when does volume start to decrease. That's going to show, okay, the algorithms have slowed down and retail traders have really started to think, okay, should I still be buying here? Should I not? Again, people have then just thought about it a bit more, so then they'll reverse to going back to the technicals, and the technicals will become strong once again. So again, always be looking out for that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did want to drop a like and subscribe and check out one of these 2 analysis videos.